Look, we'd like to welcome onto the stage two titans of the community when it comes to the impact they've made, not just nationally, but also globally, for an in conversation with. So once again, we'd like to welcome Sir Iqbal Sacranie, the Chair of Judges and the Secretary General of the Islamic Chamber of Commerce and Development, His Excellency Sheikh Yousef Khalawi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We have a very distinguished guest with us this evening. In fact, we are privileged to have Sheikh Khalawi, the Secretary General of the International Chamber of Commerce and Development, whose headquarters is in Pakistan, but they've got offices in a number of countries, and he has very kindly agreed to travel from his overseas visit to the UK to be with us today. So Sheikh Khalawi, we are now, of course, we have witnessed this wonderful event this evening in the presence of key entrepreneurs from different sectors of industry. We have also had the variety of businesses that are present here, from the halal tourism to finance to catering to professionalism, that basically brings in together the entire section of the trade and finance in the UK. Now, we are well aware of the wonderful work with the International Islamic Chamber carries out in different parts of the world. And we are pleased to hear that there is intention to establish a branch of the International Chamber in the UK that brings together our businesses, our different professionals that can benefit not just in terms of our collaboration and working together in networking, but linking with the 57 member states of the OIC. So could we hear from you in terms of what is the plan to establish such an important body in the UK that can bring in that variety of groups and businesses for the benefit not just of themselves, but the community and the Ummah generally?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you, first of all, Sir Iqbal, for raising that important subject. As you know, such an event will not be successful if we don't have already a strong business community for Muslims in UK. It's a real challenge to introduce every year a new rewarded businesses from around the UK. And this award represent how your Muslim business community are strong here. As I know from UK, if I compare that with other non-Muslim countries outside, I mean the OIC member states, you have one of the strongest business communities. But who represent that with other countries? Who can unite your voices? With such an initiative where we are having this today or this night, we need to go further step to establish an official Chamber of Commerce which represent your community with others around the world. For example, this year we hosted for the first time what we called Mecca Halal Forum, where we had representatives from more than 80 countries around the world, most of them non-Muslim countries. But we couldn't have a real representative from UK because we don't have that official body who represent all companies, not just one company, not just one city, not just one sector, because halal today is our lifestyle. We as Muslims, we live in halal. And halal is our food, our drink, everything, how we behave, etc. So all that business sectors need to be represented very well. We already have, as you know, Sir Iqbal, several non-Muslim countries. We have, like for example, South Africa, we have Brazil, we have Thailand, we have New Zealand, but we don't have in our very special membership, we don't have UK, and this is why, because we don't have that chamber who is willing to represent UK with the whole Muslim nations.
Right. So basically, if the UK perhaps will be the first one in the whole of Europe as well.
Sure.
Right? And this will be an opening that we can invite our similar groups in other parts of Europe as well. So if UK, inshallah, we were able to get this initiative on, what is the process? How do we get our different sectors of businesses here? In service industry, in manufacturing, in professionalism, in different areas of work that we see, are they all open to membership?
First of all, let me say, yes, this is totally right. UK could be the role model for the whole Europe. And this is important because UK also in business represent maybe the oldest Muslim business community in the whole Europe. It is back to the 50s or maybe the 60s. So the first step is to have representatives from all business sectors, from all different parts of UK. We need to create what we can call the founding committee, who can work to prepare everything, and we as the Islamic Chamber of Commerce can advise, can be the technical advice, how you document that, how you do the membership, how you do the subscription fees, how you define the services, how you establish the organization itself, the department itself, how can we fix our priorities. For example, you have a very strong entrepreneurship here in your community. How can we focus on create some incubators under that official Chamber of Commerce? So establishing the founding committee is the milestone, is the first step. And I'd like really to invite all business people sitting with us today to participate in that, to create that founding committee, which should represent all business sectors as you define.
Wonderful. So basically, my respected friends and elders, this is an open invitation to all the businesses that are here, irrespective of what type of business you are in. An opportunity for us to really come together, not only benefit ourselves, because this is our businesses will benefit through networking, through contacts, and through meeting people in the same businesses in different parts of the world. So, but most important of all, this will strengthen our community in the UK. The British Muslims, mashallah, our population is growing now. Our social profile in terms of what the community was 10, 20 years ago to what it is now, our contribution to the GDP in terms of the population that we have in this country is substantial. We know our population is around 6% or so, but our contribution to the GDP at the moment has been rising from 10, 12, and we don't know the latest figures. But we can play a very important role for the benefit of our country as well, and of course, strengthen our community. So, Your Excellency, what would be your final message here to our community?
Okay. I am very sure if you establish that Chamber of Commerce, your contribution will be for the rest of the world. As you know, we have 21 countries from the Muslim nations listed in the least developed countries in the world. 3 of them in Asia and the rest in Africa. I am totally sure if we establish very strong and well-established organization, that Chamber of Commerce, your contribution will go further even to support that least developed countries in the world, which will show the power of giving of Muslims in that country, which is going now for decades. But what we are doing now is just we are institutional. Our influence to be under just one umbrella.
Very good. I think, Your Excellency, Jazakumullah Khairan, time is short for us, but we can, I'm sure, organizations like our Muslim Council of Britain and various other affiliate members and other organizations who are playing a key role in trying to connect with the community will support this initiative, and I'm sure Islam Channel will play its role in getting the message across to the community. So please be tuned to Islam Channel. We'll keep you informed of this, particularly the founding committee. But may I get this message across that any of our colleagues who are interested to be part of this wonderful initiative that can change the face of the Muslim community in this country, please contact us through Islam Channel. We will be able to give you the details of our secretariat and others, and inshallah we can take this message forward in a positive way.
Thank you so much,
Your Excellency, for being with us, and we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us success in what we are doing. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.